Jewish. His mother was a Nabatean princess from an Arabic origin, but at that time the Jewish religious identity went by the father. Now it's by the mother. So when Herod grew up, his family was very well integrated into the Jewish people, a very powerful family, influential and pro-Roman. Now, this was contrary to the local king at that time. He was anti-Roman. He cooperated with the Persians, who at that time were the rival empire to Rome in our region. And when Herod was in his late 20s, his father was assassinated by the people of the king. Herod had to flee from Jerusalem. He brought his family here, left them here, went to Petra, to Alexandria in Egypt, and to Rome. And when he's in Rome, he went to Rome in order to convince the Roman Senate to replace the local king here with a pro-Roman king. To his surprise, the Romans nominated him as king of Judea. This was recommended by Julius Caesar. You may have heard his name. He was interested to have an ally here and not an enemy. When Herod is in Rome, we read about the first siege here in Masada of Jews against other Jews. The family of Herod was surrounded by the local army, and in spite of the fact that this fortress was not yet turned into a perfect fortress as Herod later turned it to be, they could not take the place. The family of Herod had plenty of food, but not enough water, and when they realized that they were about to run out of water, they planned in one of the coming nights to sneak down on the seaside, break the siege as individuals, shalom, and whoever escapes. Luckily for them, so tells us Josephus, luckily for them, so tells us Josephus, in the very last night, just before they were about to carry out the plan, it rained here. It gave them extra time, extra water and some extra time. And in the meantime, Herod came back to the land, released his family, removed the local king, took over the country, and became one of the greatest kings we ever had. This trauma that his family experienced here made him turn the place into an unbelievable water reservoir, and we will see as we go the side. He built a system capturing flood water on the western slopes. The water was brought up by donkeys and stored over 20 cisterns. There was so much water here as though there were springs and wells. 40 million liters of water. Enough for about 1,000 people for 6 years under a daily water consumption of 20 liters per day. I can assure you that even on a rough day, when you ride your bikes, you will need maybe 5 or 6 liters, okay?
Yeah.
Herod was able to afford water-intensive installations. He built spas, bathing pools, swimming pools. Part of the surface of Masada, especially the southern area, was an agricultural garden supplying the needs of the fortress. How it was done, we will see as the tour this side. Any question? We won't be able to see everything, but we will see enough to give you an idea of what it's all about. Okay? Any question? Please follow me.